Hi, everyone. My name is Allison Grosz, and I'm an attorney and partner with Hemrick O'Malley, PLLC here in New York City. I want to talk today about unsticking an immigration case. In other words, when I say unsticking, I mean compelling a final decision on an immigration action, application, petition, or process. There are various government agencies that have control over one case. I like to think of it as there are many different hands in the same cookie jar, meaning that the government agencies involved with an immigration case have many different hands involved in one case or one metaphorical cookie jar. These agencies are all overburdened, and in addition to being overburdened, there's always the possible element of human error because the U.S. government agencies, such as the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, or any other agency under the Department of Homeland Security or Department of State, also are run by humans. So there's always the element of the possibility of human error, in addition to being massively overburdened by the very large number of immigration applications, petitions, and processes that are all simultaneously happening in the United States. For these reasons, cases can sometimes get stuck. In other words, they don't get final decisions for a very long period of time. When this happens, people have a tendency to feel as though their life is stuck because if they've made an immigration application or petition, whether it's here in the United States or outside of the United States, they feel as though they can't move forward in their lives until a final decision is made. When I say stuck, some people wait months, if not many, many years for a final decision to be made on any various numbers of cases that can be happening before a U.S. immigration agency. I'm here today to tell you that when this happens, all hope is not lost for you. Individuals have options in order to compel government action in making a final decision on your immigration case. This process is referred to formally as a writ of mandamus. What this means is that you can file a complaint in federal court. The complaint is effectively a lawsuit, but instead of suing for money, as a lot of people will often think of a lawsuit, you're instead filing the lawsuit for an action from the government agency involved with your case that should have already taken place, but for some reason did not. That reason referring back to sometimes the overburdened immigration system, sometimes due to human error, sometimes due to another reason that is unanticipated, and sometimes a combination of many different reasons. I like to think of these complaints as lawsuits, essentially filing the complaint with the boss's boss, or sometimes the boss's boss's boss, because a lot of times these agencies won't get to a final decision on your case because they just simply don't know where to start. So these lawsuits effectively are complaining to the boss's boss's boss in order to try to compel a final government action. It's important to understand, however, that these writs of mandamus, or these lawsuits, if you will, are cases of last resort to be filed in federal litigation or federal court. These cases should only be filed after other remedies have been tried and those remedies haven't yielded any final results for somebody's case. Of course, there are a lot of nuances that go into whether or not somebody's case is eligible for a writ of mandamus. There's a lot of nuances about whether or not this sort of case is in your best interest. This is something that us here at Hemrick O'Malley PLLC are very aware of how to advise people whether or not their case should be eligible or can be eligible for this. And of course, we also represent people not only all over the United States in these sorts of cases, but all over the world in these sorts of cases. If you're curious about whether your case qualifies for a writ of mandamus, please feel free to contact us at hemrick.law. Or you can feel free to call us at 833-848-7838. We're happy to hear from you to answer questions about this or for any other immigration matter. Thank you for listening. I hope that we hear from everybody soon. And with that being said, until next time, everyone have a great day.